Hello dear friends, welcome back, welcome to a new reading, a general reading, a not time specific reading. Being a general reading, please take in account only what you feel that is resonating with yourself. I'm speaking here about energies, I'm not speaking about sexes. I use the characters in the cards in order for me to be able to express myself, but that doesn't mean that if I am expressing myself as a gender or to a gender, I am addressing only that gender. Please bear with me because it's much easier this way for me to keep a storyline. Because I am speaking about energies, these energies can also interchange with the characters in the cards. That may mean that I am speaking directly to you, Taurus, or I may speak directly to the cross-watcher. If this is your case, you will know it and you will be able to identify it from the storyline. Thank you for all of you who are making donations. If you are interested in private readings, you can find all the details in the description box below. I like to let the cards come out by themselves. I know this can take a while. This is why all the readings have chapters. So if you're not interested in this whole process, or if you already know this introduction, please feel free and go directly to the chapter that you are interested in. In the case that the chapters are not visible in the YouTube player, depending on the device that you are using, you can find more information how to get to the chapters in the upper right corner. Thank you. If you like what you are seeing, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, you're welcome. This being said, thank you again, and let's start with your reading. For all who have the sun, moon, rising, or planet Venus in the sign of Taurus, what's best for them to know now? What's for their higher good to know now? Now being the time that you are watching the recording. Best messages for Taurus, please, and everything that is in their higher good to know now. The Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man speaks to us about have a little bit of patience. It speaks about having feeling as being stuck, being blocked, being whatever you are trying, you're not able to get what you want, or you cannot move forward, or it's something that you feel like there is something, but I cannot see it, I cannot understand it, I don't know it. But you have the disposition in order for you to put yourself in this uncomfortable position in order to change your perspective so that you can see the situation, the circumstance in which you are from another point of view, in order for you to be able to make that switch to. And you are simply waiting. The Hanged Man is putting himself in this immovable position because he knows that there is something that he's missing, and it's like, okay, please help me see it from another point of view. And he waits there until the sun comes and enlightens him, because it's the card that speaks to us about enlightenment, so that he can see, he can understand, he can receive everything that he is in need of in order to make the change in a normal position and move from that point further. And the sun is here, so just a little bit until you'll be able. Nothing is holding him. She put herself in this, like in the circus when they are balancing themselves, waiting for that something to come in order to make the switch, to make that shift of perspective. Let's see. For Taurus, please. Best messages for Taurus, please. Ten of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Knight of Swords. I will take the one that came upwards and is Eight of Wands, and it came out in reverse. The Fool, and the Nine of Wands. At the bottom of the deck you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is you. This is your energy. This is you coming back to your own energy. This is the energy that holds together your entire reading. It can be the wave of energy that can move the reading in the direction that it needs to go, or it can be your energy, the energy in which you are. Sometimes it can be subtle and you are not conscious about it. Sometimes it can be stronger and you are conscious about it, and sometimes it can be so strong that even people around you are conscious about this energy. This is you. This is your energy. This is you, exactly as I told you, coming back to your own energy, feeling good about yourself, feeling at home in everything that is happening around you, in the situation in which you are, in the circumstance. You are regrouping yourself. You are coming back to your own energy. It's calendaristical speaking, it's the period of time in which Taurus are celebrated. But with the Knight of Pentacles, with the King of Pentacles, it's you coming back to your own energy, being that very nurturing energy, very nurturing character that knows how to care and take care of everybody in order for them to have everything that they are in need of, in order for them to grow in a healthy environment. Being a success, knowing how to do everything in order for the whole to work, because the Queen of Pentacles has that very detailed way of looking at things in a very detailed way, so that she's the micromanager. She knows everything, where its place is in order for the whole to work. They work a lot, but they know why they are working. Abundant, prosperous, they are working towards that. Doesn't matter what they are putting in charge of, they will bring that something. If that is a business or a household, they will keep it successful. So it was that period of time. You had the Hanged Man at the beginning when I split the deck, and I told you you felt like being stuck and being hold back, or you couldn't move forward as you would like to. And when this card came with this, the sun is again here, and this is like the moon. We just had the partial solar eclipse in Taurus. So new, with a solar eclipse being at a new moon, we can put new intentions. We have now the moment, it's here for us in order to start new things in your own energy. It felt like being a little bit stuck, but it's here. Just have a little bit of patience, as the Hanged Man told you. I think that with the Eight of Wands, it's speaking about a very quick energy that speaks about information coming out in reverse. It's like you waited for some information that can come from another place, about another place, about traveling towards another place. Coming in reverse, you waited this information and maybe it didn't come, and this was what generated that stuckness. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands, it's speaking to us about a very important lesson that is being learned, a hard lesson. It's like going upwards, carrying a lot of things. You took upon yourself much more than your responsibilities. But you did that because somewhere in your past, maybe it was the past of this life, or maybe it was from another past life, you are in a similar situation, and maybe you moved a little bit quicker then, and something from what you had to learn through that experience was missing because you moved too quicker. And now you knew that you don't want to come again to this circumstance, is moving too quicker and miss it again. And this is why we choose not to stop at the 9 of Wands. We are going further, even if at a soul level we know that this is harder than the 9, but it's we are doing it because we know the moment that we are going towards this, we open ourselves much more broader, if you want, to integrate the wisdom that comes with that experience. And the moment that we are integrating the wisdom behind the experience, we start the releasing process. This is a learned lesson, integrated wisdom. And the circumstance with the 8 of Wands in reverse is for you to make sure that you really, it's something that you planned at the soul level again, in order to make sure that you really take your time and do everything as by the book as you should, so that you can have that integration. And you will, because Eight of Pentacles and Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Pentacles is speaking to us about self-mastery, learning through repetition, learning through phases, moon phases, cycles that are repeating. This is what happened here. You repeated some cycles, and also with this stagnancy, with this lack of information, or whatever the Eight of Wands is, you gave yourself the needed time to be able to observe everything, to learn through repetition, to start and observe patterns of thinking, patterns of doing, patterns of approaching situation, and ask yourself, why am I doing this way? Is this way of doing things or thinking about things or approaching has something to do with me? Is that resonating with me? Does that saying something about me? Or it's simply I've learned it this way, and even if it's not so useful for me, I'm doing it. And make the needed changes in order for you to be able to get the result that you want. It's like mastering yourself or learning something, some new skills that will enable you to get to the results that you wanted to. But it starts within ourselves, in looking much deeper. This is why it took so long, so that you can understand that, because the Wheel of Fortune is speaking also about destiny. It was destined to happen this way, but it's destined for us to see the difference and to be the character that says, wait a minute, because we can see destiny mostly two ways. We can say that everything is I'm not doing anything, but everything is happening to me, and with that we put ourselves in the victim mode, or saying, wait a minute, I have a saying in this, and I'm looking at it very carefully, in depth, in order to see what's good for me, what's not, what's working for me, what's not working for. How should I look at the things from that perspective, or change my perspective in order to understand from that other perspective and make the needed changes, so that I am a co-creator, realizing that you are a co-creator of your own destiny, and alongside divinity, and take the needed steps, take the needed actions towards. It's like putting yourself on the top of you are creating your own destiny through your actions, through the way that you are approaching things, looking at things. And this is what happened. Sorry, I just changed the candle, and doesn't matter. This whole thing, this is you, the Knight of Pentacles. The moment that you understand and start and make those, it's like very little changes, because you are working in a very pragmatical way, but very sensitively. You don't need to make big changes. It's something that has to do with refinement. You are doing it very precise, but that precision to reflect your own being. And this is you. The moment, again, it's the pentacle. It's you understand everything, and you know that it is in your power to make the needed change. And the needed change was with that perspective, changing the perspective. Nine of Wands. It's again Keep on going. I know it may feel like it's again and again and again, and you are moving in a circle, but keep on going, because you have just one want in order for you to go to that integration of the wisdom behind this hard experience. You have the capacity of 9 as a number. It's speaking to us about graduation, fruition, coming to a completion. You can stop here, but if you stop here, you start the same cycle again. And this is why you chose to, I'm going further, because I want to put an end to this cycle once and for all. It takes a little time and it's hard. You may feel like I'm the only one who's fighting for this, or having the feeling that everybody relies on yourself and you don't have anybody to rely on. But you were inspired to make this move. I don't know if it's like to make a bridging now with this inspiration that comes with this actions that you are starting, and understanding the whole process and taking actions. You simply open yourself towards new beginnings, new chapters. Have faith, make the leap of faith, even if sometimes it may feel like, oh my God, what am I doing? Where am I going? I'm not prepared as I would like to be. Have the leap of faith, because you are simply going towards your own energy, your own way of doing things, your own. It's like listening to your authentic self in order to be able to materialize the way that you know and you want to. Knight of Swords can be any sign of air, signs of air, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. It can be somebody that comes into your life like a hurricane, and until you know what's happening, everything is upside down. Or it can be somebody that comes along you, help you to get justice, to get what you need, but it's a very quick moving energy. It's like these two are very quick moving, but this, it's like you wanted to start it something, you knew you had the momentum, but you were missing some information that kept you from this new beginning. It's here, just partial solar eclipse. Something was eclipsed, something was hidden, but only to give you that needed time to understand that you have to make some changes in order to observing cycles, observing patterns, in order for you to integrate the wisdom, and starting with that, the releasing process. And opening yourself towards this new beginning. The Hermit, sign of Virgo, another earth sign, exactly as you, that is inviting us to do that inner work, to go deep within, to understand, to bring light, to bring forgiveness to all that wronged us, but also to ourselves, that we maybe let things go so far as, but to start and listen much more to your own guidance, because the answers are deep within. You just have to maybe retreat somewhere where you can hear that inner guidance. That is what the Hermit is doing. He's going deep within in order to hear again his own guidance. He's listening to the divine sparkle within him, in order to not only see the path, but he's like levitating. Everything can, with this change, lift up. Because you are releasing this very hardened, very burdened situation, circumstances, because you are understanding it from that higher perspective. Let's see, what's with the Ten of Wands, please? Tell me more about the Ten of Wands. Okay, the world, a cycle is ending, and this cycle that ends with that knowledge, with that integration, with letting everything go that doesn't serve you anymore, that already served its purpose, that the roles were already played, and it's time to let go. And the character is very happy because she knows that everything that she's leaving behind is the hardship, and when a cycle ends, another opens, and it's like the next step will be into something else, the closing of a chapter for an opening of another. High Priestess, listen to your intuition, because you'll receive all the information that is needed. It's like the third eye chakra is opening, and you'll be able to see from that higher perspective. Even if some information are not coming so quickly as they or you may want to, it's time for another type of information that's coming in. It's simply flowing. Just connect through your towards your intuition, through meditation, through whatever spiritual practices you are doing, in order to put an end to the hardship and open yourself to something new. Six of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Emotions, love stories. Maybe somebody from your past is coming back. This is a lot. He's speaking about remembering. It's a lot of nostalgia, of friends that were next to you, alongside you, being there for you, supporting you, very loyal friends. Maybe with this ending, you are simply opening yourself to new kinds of relationships. Somebody comes into your life or comes back into your life, declaring their feelings for you. Or maybe this hardship, the Ten of Wands, though that hard lesson had to do with a love story. You felt like being in a relationship with a soulmate. I really have the feeling that this is what it's coming. This is what is new, and it's waiting for step in. It can be that it comes back from your childhood, from your teenage years, or from another life. But in order to have the space for this character to come into your life, you have to make some space by releasing this kind of energy. With the new beginning here, with the character here in the world that is very happy, you are stepping forward towards lighter things, harmonious things, things in reciprocity, in harmony, in respect. The character is very guided. The four evangelists are here. So with the High Priestess, just listen to your intuition, because you'll get the messages that you are in need of, because you have 3 knights here: Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and Knight of Cups. Knights are messengers. Something, even if for a while some information was restricted from you, or you'll get the information that will help you make that switch. Maybe somebody remembers you or tells you the way that they are seeing you, and with that you are able to make the needed changes in order for you to go on this new path. What's with the Knight of Swords, please? Tell me more about the Knight of Swords. Nine of Swords, a lot of worrying, a lot of thoughts. I don't know how to come out of it. As I told you, it can be a character that comes into your life very quickly, moving and putting everything upside down. And maybe it felt very quickly, maybe you felt very quickly for somebody, and the way that they came in, the way they moved on, and you remained in this, oh my God, what am I doing? I don't see any way out. I have no way out. I have no solution. And so depression also. But again, this way of happening, this way of approaching, or others approaching you, has to do with that cycle that repeated itself. And now you have, as I told you, the opportunity of self-mastery, identifying patterns and knowing where to make the needed changes in order for you to have the outcome that you wish for. This is simply telling us about the Nine of Wands, about what's coming to an end. Listen to your guidance. And again, it's like with the High Priestess here. Listen, meditate, and you will be able to make the needed connection. Maybe it's something that you were taught to, or you learned as a child and was not conscious that you are doing or approaching things in such a manner that maybe you are attracting this kind of partners in your life. And now you are understanding through that inner path towards what the Hermit invited us, and you start and make the needed changes. What's with the Knight of Pentacles? Yourself, you coming to your own energy, moving towards new opportunities, new association, new partnerships. What's with the Knight of Pentacles, please? Why is the Knight of Pentacles here, please? Okay, what's with the 8 of Wands in reverse? That information that didn't come, or the blockage of moving from. Okay, it has to do with the blockage of moving from. 7 of Swords. This is also known as the thief. You had to deal with somebody that, and this is what comes to an end, with somebody that had a hidden agenda, that did whatever they needed to do in order to get what they wanted, and they didn't care whom they are hurting or what they are making here. But something, and as much as you listen to your intuition, listen to your guidance, you'll be able, it's like very strongly, very loudly, just look at it in much more depth, because you'll see that they hide themselves from the truth, or hiding their truth, or telling you misinformation, because whatever you are doing, whatever you had to, your role in this relationship or circumstance was benefit themselves. 7 of Cups. You are now approaching, by seeing it is if exactly as it is, because something very loudly, this raven here makes a lot of noise in order to look at the circumstance from that other perspective, because they have hidden agenda. Looking at it, you will know how to make the difference between the opportunities that you have, because you have more than one, and between these opportunities there can be things that are good for us, positive, that will lead us towards what we want, or it can be opportunities that are not so truthful, there are illusions. This also can speak to us about coming out of an illusion in a very quick way that can hurt us, but not to move so quickly in order to analyze everything in depth, so that when we choose, we make a right choice for us. And 9 of Pentacles, financial independence. Whenever this card comes, or the 9 of Cups, that speaks also about independence, for me is sign that ways are splitting. Somebody regains their independence. I am in charge over my own destiny. You are coming out not in a pleasant way from a circumstance, a relationship, an option that you made with somebody that had a hidden agenda, that misspoke or served you misinformation because it was in their interest, but put you in this kind of, how should I come out of it? And this has to do with that integration, with that cycle that repeated, maybe from another life, and now you are putting an end to it by listening to your intuition, looking at things in a deeper way, observing those patterns, and making the needed changes in order for you to start and attract towards yourself honest, loyal relationships. And the Magician. who knows how to bring into manifestation whatever he wants. Be careful what you are thinking, because thoughts are energy. Towards what you are focusing your energy, your thoughts you are bringing into fruition. So this whole inner work will help you to bring to manifestation as you want, because you are releasing all those patterns that brought you in this kind of relationships until now. What's with the Eight of Pentacles? Self-mastery in bringing into manifestation, learning new things, practical, pragmatical ways of doing things in order to get the result that you want. Eight of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles. Those patterns, repeating things, learning through repetition. Eight of Pentacles, please. King of Pentacles and Eight of Swords, but this is the way that they should come out. Learning, making that bridging that I told you here. Through this new learning, you are simply bridging, because you get to new information, you observe, you interpret, you make the needed connection in order for you to be able to jump over. Learning new methods of doing things in order for you to be not only feeling good about yourself, but having the life that you want, be prosperous, having loyal friends, again, loyal companionship. You have here somebody that is next to you, maybe this soulmate energy, somebody that is next to you. You have that, but you also will start and cultivate much more this kind of partnerships, relationships, with the understanding, with the learning of, with these new skills that are simply, it's like a bulb is lightning and you understand things in another way. You are simply learning, having experiences in it. It's not only something that you are learning theoretical. You practice it a lot. You will be able to come back to your own energy, balance feminine and masculine energy of yourself, balance everything, and starting and manifest from that balanced energy, going towards success, being a success, being able to have everything that you want for yourself, for your loved ones. This was a learning curve, and it had to do a lot with relationships, with the way that also what you thought as being a good relationship. This experience made a lot of changes in order to really go towards understand and release everything that doesn't reflect what you really want for yourself, in order for you to go towards something new that reflects yourself, your wishes, and having here everything that you are in need of in order to bring that to fruition. This new beginning, this is what I was looking when I started to well, I didn't start to shuffle them. It's balancing sign of Libra, looking at things in depth, seeing them as they are, understanding them, bringing everything into balance. I see now very clearly it was something distorted, the way that maybe I looked at them. And now, because I am seeing and bringing everything into balance, and it has to do with your energy balance, you will be able to have this new beginning with somebody that is really giving in reciprocity. From one hand goes to this cup and vice versa. To bring somebody into your life that really looks at you as being at the same level, whatever I have, I offer to you, and vice versa. This is a new beginning, a new relationship, maybe with somebody that's really being balanced, maybe with somebody from Libra. But justice is here and it's being served. With that justice, and you are the one that is bringing justice mainly for yourself, within yourself, you are able to start and have this kind of relationships, not with this kind of characters that only take what they want and everything else doesn't matter. Knight, Queen, King, you are simply coming back to your own, and in this balanced way you'll be able to manifest exactly as you want. What's with the Knight of Pentacles, please? Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Take your time, rest, connect as much as you can with your intuition, even if only by sleeping well, resting well, nurture yourself, because with that you will be able to receive this not only information, it's like give yourself the needed time, physically, but also mentally, also spiritually, to release everything, detoxify, because it will help to, at the heart level, to become whole again. It's like don't overwork yourself, because you have this tendency. Rest, recuperate, rejoin, recharge, surround yourself with like-minded people, surround yourself with loved ones, but give yourself the needed time physically, mentally, emotionally to recharge. And in the meantime, you also can, through meditation, through prayer, through sleep, dreams, to reconnect to higher guidance in order to move easier, swifter from this way towards this way. And it was cycle that repeated itself. This is why you didn't choose to put an end, to stop here. You went, I'm going further because I want to put an end once and for all to this cycle. And you are doing it. Good for you. 9 of Wands. What's with the 9 of Wands, please? This is why the heart, broken heart, heartbreak, somebody disappointed you very much. But I looked here at this heart, and with this recuperation you are simply sewing back it will remain some scars, but only for you to understand that what didn't broke you made you stronger in this department. You achieved through this experience that was not at all easy, not at all, maturity, emotional maturity as you wouldn't dreamed of. And now you are very calm, very balanced emotionally speaking, because you went through everything. You went from this and you are going towards this. King of Cups can be any sign of water. Signs of water: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. On the 15th or 16th of May, we have a total lunar eclipse in Scorpio, water sign, very intense. Maybe you will feel again these feelings, but only to purge them, to make the end clean up, if you want to say goodbye to this kind of way, to this kind of relationships, in order to enter this kind of balance, this kind of bringing relationships that you want, that come from, and he's having here, it's like it's radiating from his heart chakra, to go towards people that are warm-heartedly, that are very careful how they speak, how they act, not to hurt anybody else. Get exactly the opposite from this energy. I have the feeling, Knight of Cups, King of Cups, you are doing this jump with this, all those, this insight that comes to you to make the jump towards this kind of relationships. So good for you, Taurus, with somebody that is very mature emotionally speaking, but also you reached also, even if you are an earth sign, you reached also this emotional maturity. Because you reached it, you are ready for this kind of people to step into your life. It can be that somebody from a water sign, and it doesn't have to be, but somebody that is very warm-heartedly, even if they went through something in their life, they didn't let life to close their heart, can help you make these stitches, your heart stitches. And with that, the wheel starts and moves towards the direction that you want. What's with the wheel of fortune, please? Tell me more about the wheel of fortune, please. Seven of Pentacles and Three of Wands. Seven of Pentacles is speaking to us about taking care of your own dreams, your own hopes, putting the time into it in order for this to develop, to give you the harvest that you are wanting. Three of Wands is speaking to us about ships are coming in. Even if you cannot see them, trust it, because they will come in. You went through this whole process, and just wait a little bit, have a little bit of patience, as the Hanged Man from the beginning told us, because it can be that this character will come in. It also can be, it's speaking, the Three of Wands, it's speaking, putting ourselves on our own path. By taking care of our dreams, our hopes, ourselves, doing this whole process, inner work, will put ourselves on the path on which we can bring this kind of relationships in our life. So don't worry, you'll be harvesting what you want, what you put your hard work into it. It took a while, it took a lot from you, but it also gave you so much wisdom. You'll be able to look at things now when everything is done, at everything that you are doing in your life in a such depth, in order for you to really know from the start, to make the difference between what's real, what's an illusion. And with that, you will always know what to choose, regardless the domain that you are speaking in your life. Let's see. Best advice, best guidance for Taurus at the end of the reading, please. Tiger. For sure, this is you. Lunar force. I told you with the moon phases. Lunar force is in darkness, feminine energy. The tiger hunts at night, at one with the silence, fearing nothing. This card reminds us to take in the wild darkness, to allow the lunar forces to soothe and heal our spirits. Sensuality, receptivity, and devotions are all heightened in the midnight hour, and the tiger takes advantage of these boons. Spend some time in silence this evening, drinking in the potent calm. There is nothing to fear in the stillness except the awakening of your own power. When in balance, passionate, strong, sensual. When out of balance, overstimulated. To bring into balance, candle gazing. You simply awakened your inner power through this whole process. And with that, you'll be able not only to remain authentic with yourself, within yourself, how you show yourself, because the world, it's not only speaking about cycles that are coming to an end, but new cycles that we are opening towards. It also can speak about how others perceive us, but most importantly, how we are showing up in the world. You are simply showing up yourself, not caring about how somebody sees you or not. This is you. This is you coming back to your own energy, your own power, in order to attract towards yourself like-minded people. Good for you, Taurus. All the best. Take care. Bye.